In this lesson on review of order of operations, I paired the students up randomly because this is the first week of school that I usually do this lesson, and they're seated alphabetically anyway for me to learn names at the beginning of the year. The second thing is I use a random generator when I teach in front of the class to call on students. I usually use it off of superteachertools.com, but depending on the teacher's style, you can use one or not. The third thing is that I did this lesson before the application problem because I wanted to clear up two misconceptions that I expected the students to have with order of operations from the warm-up, which was the grouping symbols. I emphasize the grouping symbols and have them select out what symbols in math represent groups that you have to evaluate first in the order of operations. And the next thing is that multiplication doesn't always come before division, and addition doesn't always come before subtraction just because it's listed first in PEMDAS and they have to use the left to right rule. The next thing I do an application problem in this lesson, but the reason I did this review lesson before the application problem is because it's a shopping problem, and one student, for example, might say, okay, one person bought 2 pairs of pants for $20, so they might write out 2 times 20 in the expression that they write out, and another student might just go ahead and add on 40 to that expression. So that's what we're going to do at the end of the lesson, is compare the way they write out those expressions, and we want them to be different so we can say, is this expression equivalent to this expression? Why did you do it this way? And as long as they show reasoning, that's okay. And so that should clear that up at the end of the discussion. I also provided a graphic organizer for students to put in their notebooks so that they can refer back to that as they're working the practice problems that night for homework to refer back to this lesson.